You're gonna have to get up there and wing it.
I didn't bring anything.
You didn't bring anything?
No, but I
Do you want to wait?
Who signed me up?
You done been signed up, honey. You're gonna do it. And this is how hardcore she is. She knows it by heart, y'all.
Word.
Just one, but seriously. That's a poet. That's a poet and a singer. Know it by heart? That's beautiful. I don't even know what to say about Mama Maree. Oh my God. Let me just give it. I am the co-host tonight, so I get to take a little time. I'm going to take just a second to talk about Mama Maree. I will say, in terms of me, I am gay, and Miss Mama Maree was a pioneer, y'all, of the LGBTQ movement. This woman was there in it, fighting. This is for real, y'all. She really was in it. New York City. God, there's so many stories. She's a pioneer, y'all. If it weren't for women like this, I wouldn't be so like, whatever. And maybe she'll talk a little bit about that. But for now, she's going to show you what she's got from the heart. Miss Mama Maree, y'all.
Yay!
Never had that kind of introduction. My goodness. I feel like I have something I have to live up to. But no, she mentioned that about my history, and my history goes back. I mean, I came out in 1961. And in those days, they had bars, and the gay bars, they had a special room in the back. And that's where you could dance and stuff. And if the police came in, they had a system of lights that they turn on and off and on and off. That meant separate and sit down. And I was at a bar in Greenwich Village in New York, because that's where I'm from. And the bar was on the second floor, and I heard all this noise. I was in the women's bathroom, and they were busting the bar, and they arrested everyone. And I hid in the bathroom till it was over. The next day, all these folks, all these fine, hard-working folks' names were in the newspaper. It was such bullshit. But there's always some humor. There's always some humor you can find in tragedy. And the humor for me was in the men's names and occupations. They gave their occupations. So it'd be so-and-so hairdresser. What's his name? Hairdresser. What's his name? You know, model. And what's her name? Dog groomer. That was a biggie, dog groomer. I used to groom dogs. It was crazy. It was really crazy. But to talk about where you had to be strong, I had an apartment that I shared with a male friend and my girlfriend. Now, my girlfriend didn't live there yet. And a couple of girls came over, young girls. They were too young. And one of them, her mother worked nights, so she said, "Can you drive me home before my mother gets home?" This is at 6 o'clock in the morning. So Bobby, my roommate, he was out cold on the couch, and I said, "Bobby, can I use your car? Can I use your car?" And he, in his stupor, he handed me the keys. I was taking her home, and the brakes failed, and I had a wreck. Hit a car, and I had this girl in the car. So I jumped out to make sure everybody was okay in the other car. Talk about, I mean, crazy. I flagged the car down, thumbed down a car, took a ride to my house. They waited for me to take me back because I didn't have my driver's license on me. Ran in, got my driver's license, and ran out. And I said, "Bobby, I had an accident. Where's the registration?" He says, my car is not registered. I'm going to tell them that you stole the car. I said, "Really?" Well, I went back to the accident, and when I got there, the police were just arriving. I mean, you know, they never knew I left the scene or anything. And I didn't do anything against the law because I had my license. But I looked the part, let's just put it that way. And the cops started questioning the young woman. And finally she said she was 16. And that she'd been out all night. And this is the insanity of it. They arrested me. They took me to the house when we went in to get Bobby because he was older. We went in the house and he was hiding behind the door. And I said, there he is. They arrested him. My friend was sleeping in the bedroom who lived in Manhattan and was asleep through this whole thing. They arrested her.
What year was it?
1961. And my girlfriend was at work. She wasn't even there that night. And she came to the jail to check to see how we were, and they arrested her. Yes. Yes, they did. And they charged us with impairing the morals of a minor. And the girls, the two young girls, they beat it because Rosie's parents were there. I was getting ready to be sent to the Women's House of Detention, but my friend Lois gave up 2 gold rings for my bond, and Bobby sat in jail for 60 days. So, it wasn't easy, and I would go back. I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. I now sing a little song.